Well, I guess every baseball commentator over the age of 30 has fucking flipped out. So, ever since the Dodgers got Kyle Tucker, personally as a Dodger fan, I think is a risk. Okay. He was injured. I've heard he has some attitude issues. I'm afraid we're looking at a $60 million a year Michael Conforto. I could be wrong. Okay. But apparently everyone else wanted him, the Yankees and everyone, the Dodgers got him. They paid. Okay, fine, they can't. But everyone has flipped the fuck out. We're already saying that because of this move, there's going to be a strike in 2027, a lockout. There's got to be a cap. Dodgers are ruining baseball. The same fucking bullshit I heard before, okay? And today, it's getting worse because Milwaukee, being the cheap fucks that they are, want to trade Freddie Peralta. Freddie Peralta is a great pitcher. They want to trade him like the Red Sox wanted to trade Mookie Betts because they're coming up in the end of his contract and they don't want to pay him. And they'll say, we're small, and we can't afford this, really. Then explain to me why the fucking Detroit Tigers won't pay Tarek Subel, want to trade him. And going back to, like I said before, why did the Boston Red Sox, who were fucking out a small market, traded Mookie Betts? So the Dodgers are in. The Dodgers are talking to him. Why not? Last time I checked, the Dodgers farm organization is the number one in baseball, and they have parts to trade. And the Dodgers have a couple of pitchers they really would like to get rid of, one of them being Bobby Miller. If the Milwaukee Brewers want to take Bobby Miller, another pitcher, and a bag of balls for Freddie Peralta, and they don't want to pay him, the Dodgers will take him for his last year of his contract. Doesn't mean they're going to sign him. All right, they may use him for a year. He wins a championship and he makes a choice. Okay, the Dodgers got hosed in starting pitching during the year. It burned out their bullpen, as you saw at the end of the season, and only their starting pitchers what got them through the World Series, and Yamamoto, who's unbelievably a fucking Superman. Okay, but I get to my FYP, and there's a thing of Dan Patrick talking to Mad Dog Russo, that fucking old school sportscaster who was sitting there screaming about how the Dodgers ruined baseball. There must be a salary cap. It's not fair. They defer all the money, which is in the rules, you dumb motherfuckers. You keep talking about it. They deferred all of Shohei Ohtani's salary. Yeah, because he agreed to it. Other players won't agree to it. He did. Why? Because he's probably making more money than he would get in salary. All right? And he's going to get that salary with interest down the line. The Dodgers have to put that money aside. And so you're complaining about the Dodgers deferring money. It's in the system, but you fucking won't do it for other players. And you can't convince players to do it because your organizations suck. You ever think about that? Why do people defer money with the Dodgers? I don't know, because they can have an opportunity to win a team and be part of a great organization that supports them. There are people, you know why Edward Diaz is a Dodger now? Because his brother, who was with the Dodgers for less than a cup of coffee, and ended up with the Reds, he was traded. He asked him, you were the thing, he goes, oh man, it was great. I would be still there if I could. You see? You see? So, this idea that baseball is going to end as we know it, and they're going to have a lockout because the Dodgers is just fucking bullshit. Baseball doesn't need a salary cap, it needs a salary floor. That amount. If you want to get rid of deferred money, fine. The Dodgers will play the game. See, you guys don't get it. If you change the rules, it's not going to make poor run organizations better. Just well run organizations will play in the rules and still be great. But you guys are just a bunch of dumbasses and come out here and cry and cry and cry. And you want clicks and you want people to listen to you crying because the Dodgers are better than you. Well, fucking figure it out to get better yourself. Simple as that. And before you say, well, you're a Dodger fan, you're always successful. Really? I remember the McCourt years. I remember what it was like to be one of your teams with a fucked up owner. Frank McCourt was so broke that when the Dodgers got Manny Ramirez, the GM at the time had to convince the Boston Red Sox to take his salary because he couldn't afford it. Right. Yeah, we remember those days. And now the Guggenheim Company's taking it over. They handed it um, uh, to people who know how to run baseball, and they got back to what baseball Dodger way of baseball, which was a great organization. Okay, you don't like what Friedman's doing? Well, he did that with the Rays, but he has more money to do it. So hey, this is to all you. Fuck you. Blame your teams. Blame baseball. And if you want to lock out, fine. You don't like the sport that much to begin with. But don't blame the Dodgers. Don't blame the player. Don't hate the player, hate the game. The Dodgers has played better than you. And I'm tired of listening to your bullshit, especially old fucked up sportscasters like Dan Patrick and Russo, who still don't believe in the pitch clock. So in the end, go blue. We're gonna get 3, and the rest of you can go fuck yourselves.